Bekiim Bahalacha 3, day 32, page 63, Preface to Hilchot Tzitzit. זאת אומרת, הקדמה להלכות ציצית. דבר לבני ישראל ומתה להם, עשו להם ציצית, ינקבי בדיהם ולאותם ונתנו לציצית גנב בני דרכם אליכם, ציציתו לתם טוב, שחרתם מכל מצוות השם, ועשיתם טוב לא תורה אחרי נכם אשר אתם זונים, אחריהם למען תזכרו ועשיתם, אקו מצוותיו ויתם ושולו לכם. The Torah comes and it says the entire parasha of Tzitzit. Another pasuk is Gedlim ta'aselach, alabaka focus utechat techaseba. Very good. Etymology. Let's start. Rashi comes and he offers two explanations for the term tzitzit. Why is it called tzitzit? Tzitzit means something that dangles from the end of another object, right? As it says, "V'ikacheni b'tzitzit roshi," took me by the lock of my head, right? And Menachot also Rashi comments the fringes are called tzitzit because they dangle from the corners. Meaning since they start like dancing from the corners of the garment, that's why they're called tzitzit. It's likely this explanation, which is the source of the halacha, requiring them to be dangling separately, so that they're not tangled with one in each other, right? In fact, the Levush says that the term tzitzit means separate strands, based on the pasuk of Yecheskel. Another interpretation of the term tzitzit is cited by Rashi, is that something that people look at. Yeah? Based on the Torah's instructions, you will see it. That's just like it says, metzitz min hacharakim. The Torah also refers to tzitzit by the term gidilim, which means cords braided together. This is because the halacha requires the tzitzit strands to be wound and knotted together. Look at the Mishabra as well. Definition of the mitzvah. Any man who wears a four-cornered garment must attach tzitzit, right, to each of the corners. Okay, so you have to attach tzitzit lekol echad me'aknafot. As long as he does not wear the garment, he's not obligated to put tzitzit. Although he plans to wear it in the future. In other words, the person is obligated to fulfill the mitzvah tzitzit only when wearing such a garment. But simply owning such a garment does not obligate you into having a tzitzit. Right? In Talmudic terms, the mitzvah tzitzit is called chovat gavra, right? And not chovat mana. So the is ala ben adam, lo ala beged, lo ala kli. Okay? More than that, it's technically permissible to avoid fulfilling the mitzvah tzitzit by just wearing garments that do not have four corners. The Torah does not obligate you to wear a garment in order to do the mitzvah. By choosing to wear the four corner garment, one volunteers to do the mitzvah. This is termed what's called mitzvah kiyumit, a mitzvah that you could fulfill if you choose, but if you don't want to, you don't need to. In this aspect, the mitzvah tzitzit is different from the mitzvah tefillin. Everyone has to put on tefillin every single weekday. No one has a choice whether I want to fulfill it or not fulfill it. Tzitzit ze lo oto davar. Levanta? Ze avdel men tzitzit and tefillin. Okay? Nonetheless, Chachamenu, they come and they teach us, if someone is capable of doing a mitzvah tzitzit and chooses not to because he does not have the value of the mitzvah, he's liable to be punished from Hashem when he gets angry in this world for other reasons. But in Siman 24, an argument appears proving that in our times, no one will be punished for refusing to fulfill this mitzvah, even if Hashem is angry. Even so, if someone chooses not to fulfill this precious mitzvah, he loses the opportunity to do such a mitzvah. In the Simanim 9, 10, and 11, the reader will find halachot dealing with the size of the tzitzit, right? What kind of materials, right? In this Siman, the reader is only going to find halachot regarding to the berachot, right? When putting it on, the procedure is putting on tali gadol, tali katan, and which circumstances do you make a bracha? Okay, fine. Tchelet. Yeah? אתה שומע? תכלת. מה זה תכלת בדיוק? The Torah commands us to use a dye on the strands of the tzitzit with the color of tchelet. So he says tchelet is extracted from the body of a sea creature called the chilazon. The Talmud comes and it says that the chilazon is a body that resembles the sea and it's like a sea creature. And it's found rarely on the shore, perhaps once every 70 years. And the substance that its body secrets is used for the tchelet dough. Since it is rare, the dye is very expensive. Tosafot ruled that the half of the tzitzit strands, meaning 2 strands in each tassel, are to be dyed with tchelet, while the other 2 are left their natural whiteness. The Rambam ruled that only half of one strand is dyed with tchelet, leaving 7 strands white. Rabbi Avraham ben David, he ruled that the entire strand of the 4 is dyed tchelet. In the following halacha, both the Rambam and Rabbi Avraham describe the length of how to wind the strands together. Nowadays, we no longer know which animal is the one that supplies the true tchelet dye, and therefore we do not dye any of them tchelet, leaving them all white. Our sages taught that if someone has no tzitzit strands dyed, right, he says with tchelet, one can fulfill all the mitzvah using white. Likewise, if someone will uses the tchelet and none remaining, he could fulfill the mitzvah of all 4 doing with tchelet. This is because the Torah says when you will see it and not, right? He says that when you will see it. So teaching that either type of strand is good, meaning אפילו אם אתה שם רק לבן, זה עדיין בסדר גמור לכולי עלמא. אפילו אם אתה לא שמת שום דבר כחול. But Chaim HaKadosh comes and he says, he demonstrated, and he says that the Torah predicted that a time would come when the tchelet would not be available. For this reason, the Torah says for all generations, before it mentions the word tchelet. This alludes to the fact that the mitzvah, the white strands, is for ledorotam, is tamid. Afilu me'en lanu et tchelet. Okay? In recent generations, a number of Torah scholars have attempted to identify the chilazon and made the mitzvah once again available. Most notable was the Hasidic leader of Rajin, who researched this for many years and came to the conclusion that it is squid. Several Hasidic courts have adopted this practice, and where Tzitzit strands dyed and extract on the squid's ink. More recently, other researchers have decided the chilazon is a shelled snail, a member of the genus Murex. Despite these claims, most people still use exclusively white, based on the midrash that the source of the will be revealed with the arrival of the Mashiach. And only when the Mashiach yavo, az yesh lanu et hatchelet odapam.